Cecilia from Diseños en Papel. For the covers, we're going to need 2 pieces of chipboard in the measurement at 5 by 7. For the spine is 1 piece at 2.5 by 7. I use for this project a chipboard that is 1/16 of an inch approximately. And I'm going to make all the video forward because I want to record everything that I can, and you can ask at the end if you have any doubts of this. Now that we finished the pages, we're going to make the binding system. For the binding system, I'm going to score first at 1.5 of an inch, and then we're going to score at 5/8. One time, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and score. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and score. And the gap is going to be 3/8 of an inch. And here we already have one page support. Then we start again counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and score. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and score. And one more gap at 3/8 of an inch. Now we have 2 pages. We need 6, so we start again 5/8 and score. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8 and it's score. The gap is 3/8 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 and score. 5 and score, and 3/8 and score for the gap. Now I am watching if there are 6 the total of pages, and yes, they are. So we continue counting until 5/8 and score. Again 5/8 and score. The gap is 3/8 and score. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and score. the last one is 5/8 and a score. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 pages, and at the end we need to leave again 1.5 inches for glue this down to the covers. So I move to the center to the 6, and it's easier to score the half and 1.5. Now that we finish, we cut off the excess. What I like to do is, well, first let me give you the measurements. For the binding is 6 3/4, and I cut a long piece so I can cut off the excess at the end of all the scoring lines. But when I finish that process, I like to take off just a bit. It's less than 1/16 of an inch on each side. So for me, at least, it helped me a lot to put the pages at the end when I am already making all the video. As you can see here, it's just a bit, not too much, just because it's easier to put all the sheets when they are already made and decorated, when I am putting all the album together. So I think this is, well, at least it worked for me. I hope it works for you too. I like to use in the back of the binding system a piece of Tyvek, and the measurements is 4 13/16 by 6 and 11/16 of an inch. I like to use the Tyvek in this part of the process because I think this is the part that is going to hold all the album. So I really like to use some Tyvek in this part. So in this way I am sure that the pages will be strong and everything is going to be strong. So if you want to skip this part, you can do it. This is the way that I like to do it because I feel it's more secure. Okay, you decide which is better for you. Now in this part of the process, I like to use the wet glue, especially this tacky, and I like to put it in the back of the binding system. As you can see here, I'm not going until the end, because when I put the Tyvek and use my bone folder, everything is going to be spread, so I don't want to lose it by the edges. But it is very important, especially in this part, to put in the valleys that we are covering now, to put enough, because this can be strong and has to be very strong here. that we are going to use to make the pages. It's already glued in the flap, but as you can watch here, there is still the tape that is going to be stuck in the binding system. So that's going to stay there until we put the pages on the album. I already have with tape all these pieces of paper because it's easier and faster. So as you can watch here, I use this corner punch, and I always like to reinforce it, the tape, with the tacky glue. So let's start gluing this everything, and of course I'm going to move forward and fast forward because I just want that you can see everything that I'm doing and all the pieces that I already have here. The six pages finished. As you can watch here, there is an insert. I didn't cover yet this part, either the back of this part, but at the end I will do it because I think it's best. It looks best. Here is going to be some tags, and this space is for pictures. Maybe mom can write something here. All the pages have the same insert, and as you can see here, this frame is open, so mom can put the picture inside and then just put a drop of glue in the corner. I use these beautiful handmade flowers to decorate it, and you can watch here all the pages are the same, just different papers and colors, but the same elements for all the pages. And this one and the back and the doilies are open, so I can put some text there and the picture can be glued over the doily. This is the last page that I made, and we need to put the crystal drops by Nubo in the flower centers. Here I'm putting the drops in the small flowers, and for the large flowers, of course, I squeeze more product so it looks better. And after I do this, I need to leave this apart so they can dry properly, so it needs one night at least. These balloons, they are so pretty. I made them with the paper, the leftover paper. Well, wait, and I'm going to move this and I'm going to show you. Remember this stand? Well, this paper that I made with paints and sprays, I really love it, and I don't like to waste something so nice, so I use it to make the balloons. I use a punch by Martha Stewart, another like this one, to make the balloon. And for the cover, I also made an extra 3 balloons, but I covered with glossy accents last night, so they are really shiny. They look amazing, really pretty. This is already the album, but because I need to wait until this page is dry, all the crystal drops, I just want to explain you something important. When you are going to put the pages, be sure that the album is in the correct position, because I used to leave more space in the top than in the bottom, because I like it in that way. So I make with an arrow and with the word front to be sure where is the direction that I'm going to use. And this is important for the paper. This note, because they are not have any direction, but you need to be sure of this part of the process to have a good result. So maybe before we stack all the pages, until we wait to these drops are dried, we can start putting all the papers. after this page is already dry, all the Nuvo crystal drops, remember, they are already waiting for be put in the album. It's the page number 5, and I never do this. I always start with the 6, 5, 4, 3, but okay, let's try and we'll see how difficult it results. Always I reinforce this binding with glue, wet glue, also with the tape that is already in the page, because I think in this way is stronger. So let's put it here, and now this is not going to be easier, but we're going to try. Remove the tape and put inside the page, and always I like to leave a bit in a space. It's around 1/8 of an inch or 1/16 of an inch in between the page and the binding system, because this gives us some room to move easier the pages from one side to another, and they can be more flat. So be sure it's already well done glue. You see there is the space and the pages are moving properly. And okay, this is all done. Put out inside the insert, and I will show you what I did yesterday. We made together the cover. There are some flowers, the balloons, and also this chipboard piece from the collection. I bought the deluxe collection, so it includes chipboard and stickers, and this is one of the pieces, and you already saw all the process covering and decorating the covers. And this is the spine with this beautiful die, and here's my stamp. In the inside of the cover there is a page that I print in my computer with all the baby name, how much she weighed when she born, where she born, mother and father's name, and all those important things that we need to always keep in mind. Of course, at the last I leave a big space to put the first memories of mom when she first saw her daughter at the moment that she born. This is the flap with space for a picture, and here I didn't put any more because I don't want the album so bulky. And behind this flap is 2 tags, and as you can see here I mat also this part of the flap because I like it more good finish. And all the pages are the same. I already told you. I put these stickers inside. The sticker is matte with cream cardstock, and I just glue one part so it's open it and you can stack the picture down there. These tags are embossed with graphic polyfab stamps and gold and platinum embossing powder, and this paper is leftover of this one that I use for the mats. I use the leftovers for that, and also for these tiny tags that I stamped some lines, and they are going to be behind the doilies. There is enough room for pictures and also enough room for write a lot of memories for this baby. And this frame is open, as you can see here, and the picture can be stuck behind. This part is also is not, well, it was glue, but it's already working. And then when you put the picture down there, you just need to put a big small drop of glue, and everything are the same. the stickers look so nice, and this stickers was also for the decoration, but not for here. But I put this string and it's very bulky, so I use it in here. You can see quickly here all the pages, but there is a presentation video already in my YouTube channel, and I just want you to see how pretty it came. And now there is finished, and we can put it inside the stand, and it fits perfectly, as you can watch here, and there is still enough room to put the pictures in the album, and it will fit very good. That's what I think. That's what I don't like to decorate too much inside the pictures, in this case especially. Thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing to my channel.